Hey, how's it going? My name is Ryan. I'm here with MLH Localhost. This is the qualification webinar. We're going to be going over some important information for the qualification process and the qualification quiz. To get us started, we're going to talk about what is MLH and what is MLH Localhost. We'll go over your localhost package. We'll check in on the check-in process. We'll swing by the attendee quiz. We'll discuss social media. We'll cover some common issues and solutions. We'll talk about localhost community rewards, and we'll finish it off with the quiz. At MLH, it's our mission to empower hackers just like you and your community members. Each year, we've interacted with something like 65,000 hackers. We've had over 12,000 projects created at our events, and we've been in 400 plus cities. If you're looking to find out more about MLH, I definitely recommend you check out our website at mlh.io. For MLH Localhost, it's our objective to help you build your local community, and we want your community members to learn skills they're not getting in class. So far, we've had 4,000 attendees, we've interacted with 170 unique communities, and we've run over 350 events. If you want to learn more about Localhost, I recommend you check out our website again at localhost.mlh.io. You can find our full list of activities and modules there. Your Localhost package. So packages are currently only for North America and Europe. We aim to have them arrive about 4 days before your event. If you're looking for your tracking info, you can find that at mlhlocal.host/tracking-numbers. I would recommend you keep an eye on this. This is where you're going to see any issues with deliverability, issues with customs, that sort of thing. If you have any issues you can't solve yourself, definitely reach out to our team and we can help get you sorted. The qualification quiz does need to be completed before we get that package shipped out, so we need at least 10 business days for most packages. Just keep that timeline in mind. The check-in process. So hackers do need to sign in to MLH Localhost events. They're going to do that at mlhlocal.host/check-in. This is included in every slideshow. Just make sure you spend enough time on the slide. When hackers do sign in, they should expect an email from us. That's going to have getting started instructions, additional learning resources, a whole bunch of goodies. If they don't get the email, they should definitely check their spam folder. If they really didn't get it, have another hacker at the event forward the message to them. If someone arrives late, that's totally okay. Just make sure they sign in still. If you have one of our table tents, set that up near the entrance. Make sure you fill in the Wi-Fi information. If you don't have a table tent, no worries. A piece of paper works just fine. Next up, we'll be talking about the attendee quiz. This is a required quiz at the end of each of our workshops. You can find it at mlhlocal.host/quiz. The objective here is really to test hackers' knowledge of the material and make sure that MLH is able to gather some feedback about the event. The quiz should be straightforward if people have been following along during the presentation. I know it can be a little tough to motivate people to complete this, so I typically recommend handing out our hexagon stickers at the end of this quiz once people have completed it. These are branded for each of our events, so it's a nice, easy tool to use to motivate people to complete that quiz. On to social media. MLH does require a post for every localhost event. We ask that you use hashtag MLHLocalhost regardless of the platform that you're on. MLH does typically prefer Twitter, but if you have something that better serves your community, feel free to use that instead. The post should contain a photo of attendees, and then make sure you mention the relevant and appropriate companies for the workshop you're running. You can find a cheat sheet of all of our mentions in the qualification email. So moving on to this example tweet we have here, we can see that they used hashtag MLHLocalhost. They mentioned the title of the workshop, and they tagged MLH with @MLHacks. Those are all perfect. The photo itself is also really good here. You can see all of the attendees. You can see the presenter and the slides in the background. Overall, this tweet is pretty much perfect. Next up, we have some common issues. If someone has a question that you can't answer, don't worry or panic. You're not expected to be the world's leader about the content that you're covering. If you have a question that you're unsure of, have the hacker reach out to localhost@mlh.io. Our team will get them sorted out. It can be really tough to manage your cadence and timing while you're presenting. Just check in with your audience, especially if you're new to presenting workshops. Pause every few slides and ask people how the pacing is. Your attendees will let you know how you're doing. You'll be able to adjust on the fly. And then finally, I'd recommend you build a regular event schedule and make sure hackers know where to find important information about your community. We've gotten the feedback that hackers don't always know how to continue being involved after a workshop. So usually ending your workshop with a call to action is my advice. Put something in there like when your next workshop is, if there's an event page that it should follow, anything like that could be really helpful, and it gets more people involved in your community. Moving on to MLH Localhost Community Rewards. Basically, each time you schedule another Localhost event within 30 days of completing your last, you're going to be eligible for our community rewards. We're going to be offering all sorts of really cool stuff like free food and snacks, t-shirts, and special stickers for you and your community to earn together. If you're looking for more information about this program, check out mlhlocal.host/rewards or reach out to our team. Finally, I'd encourage you to take the quiz. That's going to be the next step in the qualification process for you. You can follow this link on screen to complete that. After you do send it in, our team will be in touch with next steps. Once again, I'm Ryan with MLH Localhost. Thank you so much for watching.